In today's Photoshop project, you get to make what's known as a clone selfie. Sometimes it's also called a multiplicity photo. You can call it whatever you want. This is what it looks like. It's where you've taken a series of photos where the camera does not move and then used layer masking in Photoshop to reveal all the layers in one composition. The actions and the poses that you take are totally up to you. And as you scroll through this, you can see some of them are really subtle, kind of mellow. Others, there's some drama and acting happening. Sometimes even costume changes. Sometimes there's serious action. So you can think about whatever you want to do. I'd like you to have at least 3 different versions of yourself in the first composition. The second one that you do, because you're going to do 2, can also be a group work if you want, where you have more than one person joining you in the composition. All right, so how do you do it? Let me show you an example. So the key thing is to use a tripod to keep the camera or your phone steady. So in between shots, you want it to move as little as possible, better yet, not at all. So if you look at these 3 shots that I took in your favorite classroom, the camera doesn't move, but the subject moves. And then in the next video, I'll show you how you go through and layer mask each image so it starts to blend with the other 2 or 3 or 4 or however many that you want. Now, ideas for this: you could sit at a table and have a conversation with yourself. You could be spying on yourself, like have 2 versions of yourself sitting there talking and there's a third one in the background. You can get acrobatic if you want. You could try and play catch with yourself. I did have one student leapfrog down the hallway, which was an impressive move, took a lot of timing. Lots of choices. Look at the samples for some ideas, and I'm happy to talk them over. The last piece of advice I'll give you, other than don't let the camera move, is to use the self timer if you're working alone and take way more pictures than you think you're going to need. So it's okay to have more photos and not blend them all together. All right, thanks for watching. Check in for the next video to see how you put these pictures together once you're done with your photography.